Hey YouTube. So I wanted to give an update on my chicks. Basically, this is the brooder box that I've used. Excuse my quail over here; they're being loud and boisterous. Anyway, this is just a Rubbermaid tote. I use a heat lamp like that one there. When they come out of the incubator, or snatch them out from underneath a brooder, like a broody turkey or hen, I will bring them inside, and I put pine shavings down on the bottom, and then I do, like a washcloth. There is actually a washcloth under there. Anyway, so I'll keep them in there for maybe like a week and a half. And then I move them out to this brooder box that I built. Let me get a better picture of it, that I have in the shop. And I basically use pine shavings. I have 2 bricks there to set the water up on, so it doesn't, have pine shavings in it, because they will kick pine shavings in, and same with the food. They will, basically throw it everywhere and get pine shavings in. So, you have to about 2 or 3 times a day clean it out and give them new water and starter feed. So basically, I've got a little area in my coop that is what I call a chicken runaway area, and what it is an area that the smaller chicks, when I bring them from this brooder in there, I can lock them up in there for a week or 2, and so the big birds can get used to them. And then when I feel like the time is right, there's a board I remove, and then they can start venturing out into the coop. Then basically, if one of the big birds gets after them, they can run off in there, and the big birds can't follow them. So they've got their own area. So my last hatch that I did last month, I had 10 chickens that survived and 4 turkeys, and I just cleaned this out and moved them over to the other area. And now I'm bringing these guys. This was from this last hatch. What I did this time was, my broody turkey hatched all the eggs last time. This time I loaded up the incubator, and I also put eggs underneath the turkey, mostly turkey eggs, which hopefully some will start hatching this week. I took them from her because it's her second setting, and I wanted her to kind of get up and move around, so she's still trying to be broody, and I got to kind of chase her out into the yard, just to blow some stink off her and let her eat. Because when they go broody, they kind of go into a catatonic state. They don't eat. They get compacted. When they do poop, it's just really, really smelly and gross. And I think it's unhealthy for a bird to sit there and do that too long. So anyway, I've took the eggs from her and been taking the new eggs from her. Every time there's an egg, she tries to hijack it from the chickens and set on it because she wants to be a mother. So I've had about, out of this last batch, about 5 of them have died during the hatching process. One got stuck to the egg and he died last night. There's one more in here that's got kind of a bad foot. I'm gonna see how he does. But basically, this is also that's the little turkey that just hatched in the middle of everything about 2 weeks prior. So I put him in there, and all the little chicks, they think that's mom. But anyway, we got out of 25 chicken chicks that hatched, 19 have made it, so 6 have died so far. And then we've got one more there with the bad foot, keeping an eye on him. The other thing that was kind of odd is, I don't know if you can see this guy right here, the white colored one. That is the only Rhode Island Red Golden Comet cross that hatched this time. So the Rhode Island Red chickens that I have one Rhode Island Red rooster and 5 Rhode Island Red hens that I added later. So at first, the Rhode Island Red rooster was strictly jumping on the comets, and they were fertile, which I guess he still does, but I'm thinking that, maybe he's not paying as much attention to them, and he's focusing more on the Rhode Island Reds, which is good for me because I do want the purebreds. So of all these chicks here, they will be pure heritage breed Rhode Island Reds, except for the one cross there. Now the Golden Comets lay huge brown eggs. They're great eggs. And the Rhode Island Reds, they're more of a cream, smaller color. They're cream colored and they're smaller. Of course, the turkeys lay big eggs, but so anyway, not bad for basically 6 weeks of hatching eggs, 7 weeks. I've increased my flock size by 30. So from 9 hens, laying hens, I've got 30 more chicks, plus 5 turkeys, and we'll see how it goes. The Golden Cross Comet, unless they start laying eggs, right off the bat, and they're great, I'll probably end up being dinner. And the same with any of the males that are in here, the roosters. I'm pretty sure I've identified 2 roosters in the other batch, so I'll give them a while to fatten up, and they're just probably going to be dinner, because right now really only need 1 rooster. And my first rooster that I got, we call him Romeo. He's beautiful. So anyway, I'm getting ready to start grabbing these guys and put them in this brooder, and like I said, not bad for basically 2 months worth of hatching, which the turkey did the first batch, and then the second batch I did in the incubator. We've gotten 30 so far. Tomorrow, I'm hoping some of the turkey eggs that I hijacked from the turkey and put in the incubator will start hatching. The reason I took them was because she was posted up right in the middle of this chick getaway, and I had to get these guys in there. Plus, she hatched 2 chickens for me, and we've already got 5 turkey chicks, so figured, heck, I need to get this going. So tomorrow we'll see what happens. Since I moved them in the incubator out in the shop, the temperatures fluctuate more, so we may have no success on turkeys, but you never know. So anyway, I'm going to move these guys into their little brooder and see how they like the extra space. Alright. Well, they're all in there. We'll see. They look like they're doing good. I don't think they're used to the pine shavings. As you can see, that is droppings that went down. It doesn't take long for it to build up. But there was washcloths laid down. When they're first born, you want to put down a white washcloth and sprinkle some feed in it so they can see it. So that's why you see the other one was covered. Anyway, they've got heat, they've got water and food. Anytime you move them, you always want to put like some probiotics and electrolytes in their water, and stick their little beaks in the water, each one, and then stick their little beaks in the food, so they know. And then on the heat, you just kind of keep an eye on them. You'll watch and see. I've pretty much figured out with this, if I put it right there, this door is good enough that I can bend it and close it, and you'll see them. They'll be kind of lined out right along the edge here of their heat. They'll get close enough. They know how close to get and how comfortable they want to be. So anyway, my wife will be happy. I got them off the table in the kitchen or in the RV. And they're doing good, all except that one. I got to keep an eye on them. But anyway, there's our update.